Hunt with passion. Never stop casting. Chase the dream. Welcome to Season 7 of Musky Mastery Outdoors, brought to you by Bucher Outdoors, #1 in big game fish products. Recon Boats, made by craftsmen, built for fishermen, and by Great Lakes Potato Chips. Snack happy, every chip, every bag.
Hey everybody, what's up, and welcome back to another Musky Quick Tips segment here on the Musky Mastery YouTube channel. On today's episode, we are going to talk about something very, very important, especially if you're new to the sport of musky angling, and that is parallel versus perpendicular casting. What is the difference? Why is this important to understand as an angler? Of course, when you're musky fishing, but really when you're fishing for anything else. So, as far as the tackle and the equipment, we don't really need to go into that because, well, this tactic is, usable, employable. It's important whether you're throwing a Texas rig or whether you're throwing a big twin 8 Bucher tail tinsel like I'm throwing here. So let's start with the theory here. Why would you throw perpendicular? Well, here as I cast out in front of me, there's cabbage weeds and lily pads, but primarily I'm targeting cabbage weeds, and this right now is your traditional, what we'd call a perpendicular cast, okay? Perpendicular casting has been done for a long time, and the usefulness of that is, of course, throwing your lure up into the strike zone, into a weed flat or, rock reef or whatever it is, but you're throwing up into shallow structure and you're bringing your lure back to the boat. The only thing that I really would mention with regard to perpendicular casting is, as you move the boat forward, or if you're drifting, you want to do what we call leading the boat just a hair. So if this is 90 degrees, you want to throw maybe at a 35, 45 degree angle here, so that as I move the boat forward and progress down the shoreline, and again, I'm casting perpendicular here, okay? As I move the boat forward, my lure, as you can see here, as I go into the figure 8 with the twin 800, it lines up real nice with the side of the boat, and it makes my figure 8 real easy, okay? So again, perpendicular casting is just very simple. You're throwing up into shallow cover, and you're trying to, get a fish's attention that may be holding up on, right here, a weed flat. But now, this is something that if you're not doing this, okay, if you're not making perpendicular casts, or sorry, if you're not making parallel casts to the structure, you need to start doing this. So here's what a parallel cast looks like. So we just made a couple perpendicular casts with the weed flat. Now we're going to cast parallel to the weed flat, okay? Notice how I swing the bow out, and now I'm throwing my lure parallel to the structure, okay? So I'm out over, over the edge of the flat, okay? And I'm also fishing over all sorts of deeper structure now, okay? And so, again, the purpose of the parallel cast is just this. I have got, here's the weed flat up here. If we come off the edge of the structure, I've got all sorts of fish cribs, man-made structure, logs, could be rocks, boulders, or just fish that are suspended off that primary break, okay? So what I like to do, if I put 5 casts in, perpendicular right in towards shore, I'm gonna swing the bow out like this, and I'm gonna put another 2 or 3 casts as I work down the shoreline, right out here over open water. You would be amazed at how many fish you're gonna gain access to by just making this simple change in your casting routine, okay? Of course, you always finish with a traditional figure 8. And now watch this. Now, with the kick of the button, I push the bow right back in, and we're throwing perpendicular, and we're going right back in on the weed flat here. So that's all it is. As you work any structure you're fishing, you want to access that classic shallow cover, but to improve your odds of targeting fish that are holding in and around your area that you've chosen, you want to move the bow out and make sure you are really fishing this the most effective way possible. You're not only hitting the shallow fish, you're hitting the deep fish as well, and you can do this solo. You can obviously do it very easily with multiple anglers, and it helps to just catch more fish. So there you have it, guys. Muskie segment, perpendicular versus parallel casting. Please make sure you're doing this no matter what species you're targeting. We really hope you enjoyed this segment, so as always, thanks for watching.